Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Aw, it's the first day of October. All right, what's up? It's October 1st. It's Tuesday. Bam. We'll do some tarot cards. Tarot Tuesday, Tuesday Tarot. Oh, I could not pull it together yesterday to show up. I mean, I was up, I was awake, I was here. But I just was so tired. Shout out to all the nurses. It is exhausting being a nurse, caring for somebody. I just don't even know how that part of the workforce does it on a daily basis. Like, I'm doing it because I'm caring for my mom. So I have the daughter fuel, right? Like, I'm so thankful to have my mom. I'm so glad she wasn't hurt any worse than she was in her motorcycle accident, and I have the drive to take care of her because I'm just so thankful that she's here. And but like, I don't know how real nurses do it. So anyways, and I don't even really have to do anything. I'm just more of like home health care right now. I just have to do dishes and do chores and, rub oil on her and put comfort on her and, anyways, what's up? How have you been? Oh, I woke up this morning and looked at my phone because I have it right beside me. I've been keeping it on in case my mom needs something during the night. And it was 7:07. So I have just been really amused and tickled by how much my numbers are still with me. They're still talking to me. And that was a good time to wake up, except that it takes me like over an hour to actually get to my desk. So I probably should make intentions to wake up at 6:06. I know this, but for this week, I think just showing up eventually, we're doing good here. But anyways, there's a lot of beauty around me. There's a lot of grace. There's a lot of loving energy that's helping me stay on my path of forgiveness, because I could have really jumped off the path this week. Like, I have the pass to just be excused and be horrible this week, right? Like, my ego's like, if you want to hate, you go on it right ahead. You go ahead. You would just hate, right? Like, that's ego. Ego's like, somebody did this to your mom, and maybe you should, think terrible thoughts about this person. But it's like, there has just been this loving embrace constantly with me as every little challenge arises that just keeps me on my path. So I really appreciate that, because, I don't want to fall off. I don't want to fall off the love and light wagon. I've done so much work, I don't want to pretend anything. I want it for real, and I really do. I've been sticking with my I forgive everyone for everything. I forgive everyone for everything. I forgive everyone for everything. And it really is this blanket of forgiveness that really is so simple and so profound and covers everything. And just, you can feel yourself. You can feel your body relaxing into that statement when you repeat it again and again. So certainly try it. I have found great benefit in repeating things again and again. I've done the Kali Ma mantra, Om Krim Kali Kaye Nama. I've been singing that as much as my kids will allow me without being like, she's acting weird again. Mom's acting weird again. Yeah, expect more of it. And a shout out to my friend Shreem Luke. You can find him on Instagram here. Shreem, that's 2 E's. Shreem Luke. He made a beautiful recording of 2 different mantras for me and my mom to listen to help with healing and to clear obstacles and just, heal that root chakra, which, certainly some damage to that area happened for my mom. All right. So anyways, if you missed what happened to my mom, you can head over to Herbal Marie. I just did a podcast yesterday. That was another reason why I didn't show up, because I was like, I only have it in me to do one podcast, and I think I'm going to give it to Herbal Marie this week, because I wanted to do just a light touch upon like how you can use herbs to help heal from trauma. It was pretty general and basic. But, regarding the circumstances, like I don't really have a whole lot of time to research and get some nerds for my herb nerds, But that's coming because I feel my focus coming back slowly once I get into this new routine of not being here for a large chunk of the day. It's like I have a job, you guys. My mom is my job right now, and it's totally cool. But for a large chunk of the day, I'm with her because I don't want her to be alone for the entire day. Like emotionally, I don't think that's good, for healing. So anyways, like afternoon, like yesterday I went over there in the afternoon and spent an hour like running errands in town for her. And I had my kids hang out with her while I was gone. And then I came back and I made dinner, dishes, cleaned up, all that, and but tonight I'm hoping to hang out with my mom, maybe not work so hard. And although I did tell her like tonight I'm gonna vacuum, and what else was there? There was something else I wanted to do too. Well, I'm sure I'll remember by the time I get there. But I would just love to hang out and read my book. But it's like I would much also rather just keep up with her house, because if I leave any little tiny mess there, like not completed, not fully cleaned, she'll do it herself. And I don't want her to do too much, So I feel like I have to get everything in its place, leave it perfectly clean. Like, Mom, I clean this, I clean that. Like, please, Mom, sit down. So I'm trying to get her to rest as much, though her body is so sore. It's like she feels like she needs to get up and move around a little bit so she doesn't get so stiff. But then, sitting too long, that's not good either. Moving around too much, that's not good either. It's like such a delicate balance of giving her body what it needs right now. So yeah, she's had a few visitors, a lot of like her one neighbor, Mana, brought her some essential oils, so I rubbed those on her last night. We didn't get time to do the comfrey last night, but we need to make sure we're consistent with that. And yeah, just getting her to regularly affirm, I remove the story from my body. I remove the story from my body. Because this story of the accident that we have repeated so many times to so many people, we don't want it to solidify in the body and cause any more trouble. So it is good at some point to quit telling your stories, again and again. Like at some point we want to remove it from our minds, from our body, learn from the experience, but don't hold on to the trauma. So anyways, y'all, we'll do some tarot cards. Last Friday, the last time I was here, we did the Law of One, right? Does that sound right? If I'm caught up in my notebook, we did the Law of One. I wrote down the Lord is one. All that is His, of self, of the universe, of the activities in the earth. So everything is cut from the same cloth, right? All that moves and has its being within Him. So we are all part of the one. Excuse me. Everything is contained within the one. All right, so that was the Law of One. I pretty much wrote down the entire law because it was pretty small. And today we're going to do the Law of order of creation. So let's drink our tea. I'm drinking roasted dandelion root. Get yourself some tea. We're going to do the law of order of creation. Okay. The other reason why I need to get up earlier is because once 8 o'clock hits, the world thinks they have access to you, at least in my world. So I need to get all my me stuff done before 8 o'clock. All right, so the law of order of creation. The beginning of law carries all the way through, and that which comes or begins first is conceived in spirit, grows in the mental, and manifests in the material. First, it was the means and source or manner by which the powers that be made the restructuring our lives and our behavior. Some of our change ability is dictated by the ways we learn when we were young. We learn to make sense of the world by observing patterns, and this has survival value. We can correct the patterns we see as dysfunctional, negative, or destructive by doing something different that will have sufficient impact to interrupt the old pattern. That is the law of order of creation. Okay, so what it's saying is the beginning of law carries all the way through. What else does it say? That which comes first is conceived in spirit. So everything is in spirit. It grows in the mental and then manifests in the material. And then this law was also it started talking about how the powers that be kind of messed with our lives and our behavior, right? We get patterns developed within us as we're younger. Some of them have survival value, but a lot of them, what's up, are completely dysfunctional, negative, and destructive. Look at the world if you don't believe me. So how do we change that? Well, we have to interrupt the old pattern. Like if we create the pattern, we can create a new pattern. All patterns can be restructured. So restructuring the pattern is an exceptionally efficient and important technique for everyone to know how to do. It's not that it's a specific technique, it's just a process that can be different for everybody. But when you start to look at people, I can look at people and I can totally see their patterns that they do. I can totally call myself out on my own patterns. The patterns become very, very obvious and actually redundant at times for some people. So do what you can do if you notice something dysfunctional and negative in you. Try to identify the pattern. Because once you identify the pattern, it comes up again, you're going to notice and be like, there I go again. There I go again, thinking that way. There I go again, responding that way that I always respond. That's not serving me. And then once you're aware of it, it becomes so much easier to change it and start doing something different. But when we realize that everything is conceived in spirit, but it grows in our mental space, and then it manifests in the material. So ask your higher self to come through today. Higher self, it's yours, man. Take over, help me create things in my life that are beneficial, and then, have the discipline in your mental space to focus on good things and what you want to manifest, because that is the secret to manifestation, holding it in your mind, holding that image. You create in images. So be very aware of the pictures that keep playing in your mind, that you think about, that you hold, that you visualize. That is what you are manifesting. So if it ain't good for you, get a different pattern going on, get a different point of attraction, and respect the law of order of creation. because it's pretty simple. And once you get the hang of it, then you can start manifesting things in the material that truly does come from spirit, that truly is a beautiful creation and truly does benefit you, your highest good, and highest good of the all. I feel ready to, of course, it's good once my life calms down, but I'm feeling ready now to do another, whatever the next herbal tarot card is for Herbal Marie. I'm kind of excited to do another podcast about that, keep our tarot journey moving along. I do love this deck. It's the Herbal Tarot deck by Michael Tierra and Candace Canton. I guess we'll just pull some random cards. I don't really want to do a layout. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like being organized with my cards. We'll just see what wants to talk to us, what wants to come through. I know my shit. You know what I mean? Like, I am fully aware of what's going on in my life. Oh, the patterns, the patterns of my dogs. Honestly. Okay, so I was listening to a video the other day about how, like, everything now is a representative of us. So, it was Phil Good. That's who was saying this. So, it's Phil. Phil Good. Is that really the name he was born with? Okay, anyways, he was saying that, like, everything is a representative of us and our life. So, like, if you have bad, misbehaving dogs that need to go lay down and be quiet, like, that actually is part of your energy field that is not cleaned up yet. Like if your dog is always running over to people, like, you still have something in your vibrational field that doesn't respect boundaries, or I don't know. It was an interesting conversation, but because I have 3 dogs that are total shitheads, seriously, sorry for that, but, like, that is pretty much where they fall in life for me. And I love them, but they are such jerks. And I think, oh my God, this is me. This represents me, these jerks, these shitheads. So anyways, I guess that has been making me laugh. But I would like them to calm down. So I'm kind of like, well, what is it about me that needs to still calm down? Maybe a few things. I don't know. Thank you, tea. So I love having tea with me, and I've been taking it to my mom's house, because it's like, it's just so comforting to have with me all the time. I love it. I love it. Okay, so here we have the Herbal Tarot deck. I've missed my cards too. I miss shuffling. I did do an oracle reading. My mom asked me to bring over cards for her, to pull her some cards, but then my nephew visited, and my mom was like, Sadie, pull Isaac some cards. So I did a reading for him, never did one for my mom, but his was pretty good. It was pretty typical of one that you would probably do for a freshman in college. The first card he got was sexual energy. It was so embarrassing for all of us. Then he really just got some good reminders, to use his discernment, to stay in joy, to not be a reversed emperor. Don't be, so motivated that you forget the emotional realm and the sensitivities of others. And it was a good reading. But anyways, I just got our first card without thinking that we were going to get our first card again. The energy on the deck is definitely saying to honor the top and bottom card as well. So let's see what it is. The first one we get is a suspended person, but it's actually reversed. So he looks like he's a ballerina. So we got the suspended person reversed, and let's see here. Let's see what's on the top and what's on the bottom. On the top is the Empress reversed, and on the bottom is the Six of Swords reversed. So let me just look in my deck. Is this no, my cards are every which way. I was like, am I shuffling this deck upside down? But this deck is so every which way because I regularly put it on the table and smear it all around in all different directions and just get everything mumbo jumbled up so it can come through however which way it wants. All right, so we've got kelp with a suspended person. We've got quai with the Empress. And we've got vervain. We have vervain, blue vervain with the Six of Swords. So I was really excited this summer to find blue vervain growing alongside the road. I had never noticed it before. And it's so beautiful. Excuse me, I just ate chocolate chips. So I actually have a bunch of, not a bunch, but like just a small bunch, like a stem with her beautiful cluster of flowers dried upstairs and just in display on my little bedroom altar. It's coming in reversed. Okay, so this is really like quite an interesting card to see the Empress reversed. Like the quai looks very beautiful. The herbs look very beautiful upside down because quai has, it kind of reminds you of angelica or like the flowers of lovage, almost like a dill. Like if you've never seen quai, like just imagine what a dill seed head looks like, but there's actually flowers, white puffy flowers at the end, not just tiny little seeds or tiny little yellow flowers. So we have the quai with the Empress reversed, kind of saying to me right away, like, are you make sure you're staying connected to the feminine energy, to the creative energy, to the soft energy, to the kind energy. Yeah, that divine feminine coming in. She's wearing her beautiful yellow dress. She is pregnant with creation, her ideas. Even though she's upside down, she's still holding her poise. She's holding her focus. So we'll look more into that. We'll look more into the Six of Swords, which has like this little Italian boat, you know, the kind that goes through the streets filled with water. But it's headed like out to sea with these 6 swords in it that, of course, look like they're dangling now from the blue sky instead of the blue waters. Like having the card reversed looks totally different. And the pink sky now looks like pink beaches of sand. So it looks like the vervain is starting to crawl and walk across the sand. So anyways, we'll see what the 6 of Swords says. It doesn't feel bad at all. I know like usually the 6 of Swords is symbolizing maybe a releasing of things, setting it out to sea, a journey, you know, something like that, saying goodbye to something. So we'll see like maybe what that means to us reversed. I love the suspended person reversed because like I said, he looks like a ballerina, but we'll see what, this is the Hanged Man in traditional tarot. We'll see what the suspended person looks like reversed for that message. Like, are we having trouble lining up with a decision or what? How does that, or what, man? Or what? How does that work when it's reversed? Because now that it's reversed, it feels really upright to me because he's pretty. He is pretty dancing like that. So this is X11. So that's number 7. Is that how I'm doing this? Yeah. Need to work on my Roman numerals. The reversed meaning here in this tiny little guidebook says lack of self-knowledge, inverted perspective of reality, inability to organize priorities, false starts. You talking to me, bro? Yeah, like this is actually the perfect card for me, I guess, to get like literally having my reality shook again. You know, because it's like every time I turn around, like something's throwing me off, whether it's like relationship disharmony, that threw me off for like months and months. We all remember that, you know, or my daughter's health issues, like that came in, shook me for a couple weeks. More relationship drama coming in, shook me. And then, like, of course, my mom totally shook me. So I am definitely really trying to find any grip of reality. Absolutely. Like, that is just a theme in my life. I think I'm doing pretty good. But yeah, it's like keeping with, our homeschool, keeping with the house, keeping with my podcast, keeping with my own spiritual journey. Like, I have these other books that I'm reading for myself, The Course in Miracles. I have a lot of things, that I am holding on to and not letting, this lack of these challenges that could become a lack of organization. I'm trying my best to stay on top of it. Yep, stay on top of it. Dance on your face. Dance on the face of all the challenges and tests coming in. Like, you can go ahead and test me all you want. Like, I'm gonna dance on your face. That's what this card says to me. But the suspended person is ruled. This card is ruled by Neptune, god of the sea, and the herb on it is kelp. It's a demulcent and it's a dissolvent of tumors. It can stimulate the thyroid. So if you're having a sluggish thyroid, kelp is something good to get into your diet. Helps your metabolism get boosted, removes goiters, stuff like that. So this card comes in because it's like, if you're hardening towards your life, if you're losing your compassion, which would maybe kind of connect into that reversed Empress. Like, if you're losing your compassion, are you? I don't think I am. I think I'm holding on to my compassion, but like, it is wavering some at times with, like, just even yesterday, my husband, who is not living here anymore, showed up, and he's like, I miss you and this and that. And meanwhile, for months upon months, he was so cold to me, so just mean to me and distant from me. Like, now when he says, like, I love you and I miss you, it's like, what is this shit? And I kind of had to call him out on it, but I kind of have to watch that I'm not getting pushed into like an angry, resentful, discompassionate place. So that's why it was important for me to like say how I was feeling. Like, doesn't even feel right when you say this to me, because of all the time that passed where it was just awful being in your presence. So anyways, note to self, I really am trying to stay within compassion and stay within love, even though it says harshness and callousness in dealing with others. Yeah, once somebody's like bugging you again and again in your life, you can become kind of harsh and callous. So both the suspended person and the Empress, I feel like, are coming through to be like, please stay in your heart. Please stay within the realms of love. And you're going to get these love challenges. Absolutely. Let's see if you can remain soft about things. So Dong Quai with the Empress. Dong Quai is a supreme tonic for women. It's almost called the female ginseng. It's a tonic for the blood, for the hormones. It'll start your period if you need to. It regulates the menses. It relieves cramping. It aids fertilities. It's ruled by Venus. So we have one that's ruled by Neptune. Now we have our second card ruled by Venus. It is symbolically used for emotional and physical coldness. So yeah, if you are feeling just like totally shut down, which, yeah, like, I have to remind myself that I can love everybody yet not need anyone, and see, like, sometimes when you're put in that position of being alone and not feeling like you want anybody or need anybody, you can be all like cold-hearted bitch. Well, let's try to just understand that we can have this compassionate detachment in our life at this time, and yet still remain connected to warmth, to compassion for yourself and for everyone else. So yeah, Dong Quai would energetically help us stay in touch with that. It's also good for pore circulation, which I would love that right now because, we're headed into the cold season. I'm wearing a sweater. I don't know about you. And this can also help with a lack of creativity. So yeah, like jumping through hoops, taking care of people, just trying to like maintain regularity in your life. Where is there time for the creativity? So Dong Quai is being like, yo, we need to get it in there. So let's bring it back. So yeah, this card of the Empress definitely represents Mother Nature. This can represent, being pregnant with ideas and new life and possibilities and abundance and fruitfulness. But of course, we got it reversed. So it's actually representing an inability to concentrate and flightiness. So yeah, that is both the suspended person and the Empress saying like, yo, things are distracting you so much. So let's get back to like really simplifying as much as you can so that we can start to squeeze in more and more creativity and focus and, get yourself some more momentum in a better feeling place. Not that you're not doing good, not that you're not holding your own, but let's be honest here. Like, generally, you're used to more creativity in your life. So let's see if we can get that going on. Okay, so let's hop down here to the reversed Six of Swords with the vervain. So if you've never tried vervain, it really is bitter, but it's good for, spasms. It's good for nervousness and irritability that might be caused by congested liver and gallbladder. It's also good for PMS tension. So when, like I said, this card usually means like, the sending off of some energy with all those swords on the boat. So the divination meaning is retreat, exile, a person who tries everything to avoid the truth. But we got it reversed. So when it's reversed, it means a willingness to salvage whatever remains and begin anew. So a willingness to salvage whatever remains and begin anew. So I told you, like upside down, it actually feels pretty good, Let's look at our life and, okay, so let's pick up the pieces. Let's see what we're working with. Let's see what we got and let's begin anew. We have that Empress energy coming in, down into the boat too, kind of like pushing it, kind of like saying like, yes, I see you trying to escape. And let's not avoid the truth at this time. Let's look the truth right in the eye. Let's see it for what it is. Let's not try to convince ourselves that we feel anything that we don't feel. Like be honest, be truthful, and let's pick up the pieces, start where we are, start fresh, start anew. Let's get some more creativity up in here and more focus, and stay within the realms of love and compassion. All right, let's get another card. Whoa. Aww. Okay, you guys. So I have always kept, like, this deck came with just a sweet little extra card, and I've always kept it in the mix, and it just jumped out of the deck. So it's not actually like a card of the tarot. It's just like a card that they put in with this beautiful path that's walking next to a tree towards this huge sun. Of course, you could look at it as a moon too, but it feels like a sun to me, like the sunrise. And it says, the path of the herbalist is to open ourselves to nature in an innocent and pure way. She, in turn, will open her bounty and reward us with many valuable secrets. May the earth bless you. So the Empress totally had the energy of Mother Nature, being ruled by Venus, right? All about love, all about compassion. I just think this is such a perfect card, actually. It literally hopped and jumped out of the deck and landed on my hot pink old lady pillow that I'm sitting on. Yes, I sit on pillows. I'm 41. Leave me alone. But yeah, this is just another message for us to remain in our heart spaces, stay pure, stay innocent, stay of pure intention, right? Because that is the energy that will open you up to the secrets of nature. So yeah, may the earth bless you. So we really don't even need another card per se. We just need to stay in our heart space. I am grabbing the big book though, because I am super curious. Like, Suspended Person was ruled by Neptune, Empress, Venus, and I just want to see what the Six of Swords is ruled by. It's ruled by Mercury in Aquarius. So we've got Neptune, Venus, Mercury. And yeah, Mercury always reminds me of communication, right? Being open, speak, so get a weight off your chest, be open, say how you feel, don't hold anything back, stay within your heart space, so communicate with love, respect, kindness, all that shit. And yeah, I do love that. So the Six of Swords also reminds us to step back from our problems and situations so that a clearer perspective may be obtained. So don't be afraid of change, okay? Just relax. You need to relax during this ride of life. New opportunities are coming within our mind, in our life. Yeah, new opportunities are coming in. So any type of stagnation of energy is being cleared. Stay open, right? Stay open within ourselves to nature, to our hearts. Stay pure, stay innocent, affirm to yourself. I open myself to different perspectives about my life. I ride in the boat of inner faith. I open myself to different perspectives about my life. I ride in the boat of inner faith. So yeah, isn't that sweet? Ride in the boat of inner faith. Stay within your heart space. Stay within your faith. Stay within your connection to Source, God, all that is, Creator, Lord, whatever you want, God, Goddess, Mother, Father, God. Stay within that energy within you, and then just ride the boat of inner faith and open yourself to seeing your life in a different way, right? And even like going back to the law of, what are we doing today? The law of order of creation. Open yourself to seeing those different perspectives so that you can see the patterns that need to be changed or healed, or identify the patterns that are serving you, or incorporate some new ones. But you have to have that broader perspective in order to see that, or you're just going to keep running around being a cold-hearted bee, doing the same shiz you'd be always doing. All right, thank you, inner ghetto girl. Okay, the Empress wants us to affirm, I bring forth my creations with joy. I love and nurture them to fruition. I bring forth my creations with joy. I love and nurture them to fruition. So pay attention to the energy of your situations, to the growth. Create beauty and grace in your everyday life. And if you love it, nurture it. If you love it, take care of it. You know what I'm saying? Water Water your seeds, take care of your plants, nurture, tend to your garden. What you focus on in love and put your energy towards grows. It really does. So whatever you want more of in your life, make sure you are sending your ideas and love and intentions to them. Of course, the Empress also has a message for us to pay attention to nature. Just pay attention to nature. Warm up and be open to new situations. Get into nature in an innocent and pure way. Ground your energy and listen and pay attention. Mother Nature will reward you with many valuable secrets. She will open her bounty to you. She will let you in. She will guide you. She will whisper in your ear the remedies that you need to hear and the plants that you are now ready to connect with. Yes, for health reasons, but also for emotional reasons and energetic reasons and teaching reasons. Like, the plants are here to teach and guide us in such a sweet way. So let's see if I can find the suspended person. And we'll just see what his affirmation is too. So the suspended person with kelp wants us to affirm, my heart is a fountain of peace. I bathe myself in divine love. My heart is a fountain of peace. I bathe myself in divine love. So let your heart be a fountain of peace. Just let the peace come pouring from you as you ride your inner boat of faith. Bathe yourself in divine love in everything you do. Let everything that you set your eyes on today be a reflection of the beauty of the Creator, of love. If you need to reverse your thinking and restructure your patterns, really do that. Make sure that your heart is above your head. Let go of things that aren't serving you. All of these cards represent a spiritual breakthrough, right? Because you're starting to look at things from a new perspective. You're relaxing into it. You're riding the boat of faith. You're really grounding into the earth. You're connecting with true reality, the now moment. You're staying in the now moment. You have zero power when you're caught up in the past or when you're just dreaming in the future. I mean, yes, hold your intentions, but you know what I'm saying. If you're practicing any form of escapism from your life, at this time, that is not serving you. It is better to just look at what is, pick up the pieces, and make the best of it. Woo! So on that note, let's wrap it up and get into our hearts today and feel some love. Do you sometimes look forward to this music at the end because you're like, all right, we're done? Oh, just me? No, I am always looking forward to this music at the end because it's like this celebratory thing, like we've done some more work. Maybe even just a little bit because that's all we could handle today. But hey, it was something. It was something. We got a reminder. We got lots of reminders actually today. I think the big one for me was to stay in my heart space and, really go with the flow and stay in my inner boat of faith. Oh, heavens, stay in that boat of inner faith. You don't want to get out of it right now. There's no other place for us to go except within and except back to source and to God and find our strength there. So thank you so much for enjoying these messages with me. And thanks so much for doing another Law of the Universe. What's up? That was the 64th law, so we're moving along. There's 105. Still a long journey with all of our projects. And you know what? I love that because we have to enjoy the process. We need to bring our creations to life with joy in the now moment. You don't need to keep on waiting for the future, waiting for tomorrow. Let's just be here together right here, right now, in the now moment, with all the energy of the universe kind of just with us, holding us. So thank you, kelp. Thank you, quai, and thank you, vervain, and thank you, Mother Nature. She actually came in twice. So I'll put these cards up at Herb Oracle, and I'm looking forward to just hanging out with you again tomorrow and getting another law of the universe and just getting another day under our belts, and another day, hopefully, that is filled with love, compassion, understanding, healing, restructuring, and joy.